Hi, I'm Paul Steinbrook of OurChurch.com, and in this video I'm continuing the series, my 7 communications resolutions of 2013, with number 2, Google+. Now up until this point I have not been very engaged in Google+. I just haven't seen it as being worth the time because I haven't seen the kind of engagement and interaction on Google+ as I have on other networks like Twitter and Facebook. But I think that's about to change in 2013 for 2 very big reasons. First of all, Google Plus is impacting search results. And that's because Google is now personalizing the search results. If you search for something on Google, you're actually going to see different results than if I search for the very same thing. And that's because what Google is doing now is they are factoring in your Google Plus connections and what's being shared amongst your friends in the search results. So let's say you run a restaurant and you share something on Google Plus about your restaurant. Well, the people who are in your circles, if they do a search for restaurants in the area, your content that you've shared is actually going to rate higher in their search results because of that connection that you have with them. And that impact extends beyond just your immediate friends and people you have in circles, but friends of friends. So as you can see, if you run a business or lead a church or write a blog, anything where you want to increase the number of people who are finding you in search engines, the bigger your network on Google+, the more you're engaged in sharing things in Google+, the more people are going to find you in Google search results. Well, the second reason why I'm big on Google Plus this year is I think that Google Plus is gonna hit a tipping point in terms of its social media use. Right now, so it's still in the early adopter phase. I think it's really predominantly used by techies and social media people. The average folks are on Facebook right now, and when they hear about Google Plus, they say, "Hey, you know what? All my friends are on Facebook. I really don't see any reason to go over to Google+." But as Facebook continues to make changes, and they seem to be alienating a lot of their users in the process, more and more people are willing to give Google+ a look. So I see Google+ as going from the early adopter stage or phase in terms of technology adoption, where it is now, to more of the early majority stage in this upcoming year. And that's, once you see more and more of your friends on Google+, then more and more of your friends will want to be there as the connections, the people that they want to connect with are already there. So those are 2 big reasons. I also think video hangouts are becoming more popular, and Google+ also introduced groups very recently. So the future looks bright to me for Google+, and so I want to invest more of my time in strategizing to engage more in Google+ this year. So that's this video on resolution number 2, Google+. Stay tuned for other videos in the series. I also love to hear your comments and thoughts on Google+, so go ahead, post a comment, and let's discuss. Thanks.